Damn, looks like we got ourselves a challenge. Hoo-wee! Well, good morning, folks. How's it going? My name's Josh. This is the Gaming Joe channel, and we're still here on Angela's Whispering Hollow, doing our little challenge that we got sponsored to do by our good friend, Mr. RustyMoney Gaming. And I've been up since the crack of dawn. We had so much grass to pick up, so many bales. I don't even know how many bales I picked up. It's been non-stop. It's been crazy. But I spent so much time on the tractor this morning, I got to be thinking. Now, he told me there was a challenge, and he told me that there was some like rules, and he said I was doing pretty good with them rules. But I never asked him why? Like, why in the heck we out here? What am I supposed to be doing here? Seriously. So I figured I'd give Mr. RustyMoney a call. So I gave him a call, rang his little buzzer, and talked to him just a little bit this morning while I was picking up this here grass. He told me what he wants me to do is he wants me to take over. And I was like, what in the hell are you talking about, fool? Take over what? He says he wants me to take over this whole darn map, the whole town, everything. I'm like, I already own the town. What else do you want me to do? He says he wants me to take over all the farms, all the farmlands, all the fields, everything. And I was like, golly gee, I don't know what you're even talking about. So anyways, oh, we got one more bale. We better pick that up. Them bales are gonna mean money. We gotta find somewhere to sell them first, but those bales mean money. Anyways, he told me that we gotta take over. And I was like, well, the farmers here, they don't seem want to be farmers no more, right? They just want me to do all their work for them, and they don't want to do the work for themselves, and they just want to sit back and let me do all their farming. So I got to me thinking, if these people don't want to be doing farming, do they really want to be farmers at all? It doesn't seem like it, right? Am I crazy? I don't think so. I think I'm right on the money here, Mr. RustyMoney. Anyways, I think I'm right on the money here. I think they don't want to be farmers at all. So if I'm a farmer, I sure as shit can't take care of every field on the map. That'd be crazy. That's never gonna happen. But so I'm like, well, Mr. RustyMoney, I can't do everything. That's too much. What am I gonna do? He's like, oh, that's up to you. You got to think, and you got to think about how to transform this map. And I'm like, what you talking about transform? Like a robot or something? And he's like, no, not like a robot. You got to transform this map and make it into something different, something better, something, whatever you want, but you got to transform it in some way. I'm like, huh. So I've been driving around in circles all morning, picking up all this here grass. And I've been thinking, and I've been racking my brain. It's been hard time thinking that much, but you know, it is what it is. Mr. RustyMoney told me to do it, so I'm gonna do it. I've been racking my brain for what in the world can I do to transform this here town. Now, I've been thinking, I mean, for the most part, I like the town. That's a pretty looking town. We got some nice neighbors. We got some nice houses. We got some hedgerows along the streets and whatnot. We got a few businesses that are still here. Not all the businesses, because down there on the other side of the map, like part of what I had to get done at the beginning was I had to get rid of a bunch of businesses that were no longer producing, and they just left their buildings. No one owned them, and I had to get rid of them to clean things up. And I think that's kind of the start of what we're supposed to do here, is we're supposed to clean things up, right? I mean, we got my sawmill here, but that's not a real sawmill. There's no sawmill on this map. There's no BGA on this map, because the last one that was there, I had to destroy because it was a mess. Like, oh my gosh, it was so dirty and disgusting. I had to clean all that up. But anyways, so he got me thinking about what I'm supposed to do, and I've been trying to come up with an idea. And I kind of landed on, gosh, these dang cones. Seriously, every single time I gotta come over here. Who keeps moving these cones back? Seriously? Oh, there we go. Get those cones out the dang way. Go on. Go on. Get. Finally learned how to drive. Piece of, oh my gosh, these people. They drive me up completely up the wall. Look at this traffic jam. God dang it. That's one hell of a traffic jam. Huh. Goodness gracious. Well, see, look, they can't even drive. Oh my God. All right, well, I'm gonna get back on. What in the hell? What was I talking about? God dang it, I totally forgot. Let me think. Cleaning up. I was supposed to clean something up. Oh yes, that's right. Okay, so I got me an idea, and I'm not sure what kind of a good idea this is, but I got me an idea. I got to be thinking about all those other maps that our good friend Mr. T-Bone makes, and Mr. T-Bone typically makes some insane forestry maps. And I was thinking that this map might make a really good forestry map. But it's not a forestry map right now. It's a farming map like crazy. But it's got a lot of the pickings, a lot of the setup that would be good for a forestry map if, you know, we redid things. So what I got me thinking, why don't we just clean house, right? We'll own the whole thing. We'll get everything under our ownership, and we'll buy all the fields from the farmers who just don't care, and we'll turn them back into forests. Every one of these fields, we'll turn them into a forest. And I'll plant some trees down. I'll place some trees down. I will turn this into one heck of a forestry map. Now, of course, I gotta get going and do this here fertilizing, but I don't know. I'd like some feedback from y'all. Why don't you let me know down in the comments below what you think about my idea? I mean, should we just make this into a forestry map? Like the whole thing? Maybe just part of it. Maybe not the whole thing. Maybe part of it. But you know, this map's got a lot going for it. It's got some good bones. It's got some beautiful hills, but it needs some stuff. Like, you can't be a forestry map without a kick-ass sawmill, which means we got to find someone to build us a kick-ass sawmill, and we'll have to figure out how that works. I don't know how that's going to work, but I sure as shit know that I could do it. And then, well, we could plant some trees. We could plant a shit ton of trees. It'd be great. And for the whatever trees we can't plant, we'll have to get the company to come in and plant them, put them down for us. Give us some like younglings, or some trees that are already like all set up and like pretty big and stuff. We'll get that whole thing set up. It'll be great. I don't know. I mean, that's just the ideas I'm toying with. I mean, this quandary that Mr. Rusty put in front of us about what to do, about how to transform things. You know, again, not like a robot. We got to transform how it looks or how it feels or something. I don't know. I'm going to have to keep thinking and come up with some good ideas. One thing I don't really like is some of the forests on here are kind of spindly trees. They're not super fun for forestry. So maybe we put in some better trees for forestry. We put in some like, and a mixture. One thing I don't like is I don't really like these forests. They're all the same tree. That's boring as shit. I don't like that. I like challenge in my forest, not like perfectly straight lines and nothing like that. So I'll have to keep thinking on that, keep working through it. But why don't y'all let me know down in the comments below what you think. What you think about my idea to turn this whole dang thing into a forestry map. Maybe not all of it. We'll do some big meadows. It'll be pretty. But what do y'all think? Let me know down in the comments below. And in the meantime, I'm gonna get going and finish fertilizing this field here. And I'm gonna get my buddy Clyde come out here and help me. He's got some contracts to do. I got some contracts to do. We got a whole list. None of these farmers wants to do nothing, so I'm gonna have to hire me a whole like contracting team to keep up with all the fields on this map. And then every field we buy, we just turn it right back into grass, and then we'll plant some trees and get going from there. I don't know. I'm just full of ideas right now. But I got to get myself over and finish up this field. So I'll catch you all later, and we'll talk about it some more. Maybe I'll have some more ideas today. We'll see. All right. So here's the deal. One of the things I didn't really like about this town, and I think could be better, is we got this little kind of dinky forest right here on the right next to town, and we got a lookout tower right there looking out over what kind of weird, but we'll put up some more lookout towers as we build more forests. But these two forests I think gotta go. I mean, they're all spindly little trees. I mean, they're about as big as me, but in the general scheme of things, these are small trees. And when I make some forest, I'll make some serious forests, or I'll try. And I think we need some better trees. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut down these two forests. We're gonna process all them wood, sell it all, and that'll give me enough money to kind of revitalize. I like revitalize is a better word. That's a fun word to say, right? Revitalize this town, because this town's got to have some businesses to make sure people want to stop. It's going to have some, if these farmers want to come back after we've kind of converted things, and maybe there'll be one farmer who want to stay. Who knows? We'll see. I may be able to talk with at least one farmer into staying. Maybe we'll leave one part of the map still farming, the rest of it turn it back into forest. But anyways, we're gonna cut down these forests here, and I don't really got very much in the way of forestry equipment. I don't got very much in the way of money right now, but I got this Typhoon thing, and I think that's gonna let me pull some trees down. So if I'm gonna come over here, let me put on my forestry equipment, like my safety gear. Yep, like that. And we're gonna cut down this tree, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this tree, and I'm gonna cut it down with a chainsaw, like that. Timber. That's right. See, I'm good at that. And I could cut down all these trees, and then we're just gonna take that Typhoon thing and drag them. I'm not even gonna cut them up. I'm not gonna trim them. Nothing. I'm gonna drag them over there to that little production thing. And once it gets in that production thing, we're just gonna tell that production company to make boards and beams and all kind of stuff. We'll have to get a proper sawmill in here soon, but for now, we're just gonna go ahead, take all that stuff, and just take these trees, convert them into wood, and sell them. Planks and boards and all kind of stuff. We're just gonna do that. So I'm gonna go through here with my little chainsaw. Zip, 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 boom, timber. One more tree down. See, look at that, so quick. And then, once we've cleared out these two places, I think this would be a perfectly good place for BGA right here in this little triangle area here. And maybe this little area here would be good for some businesses. Maybe a donut shop. I haven't had a donut in so long. I would love a donut shop. I'll have to see if we can find a donut shop, or maybe, you know, some burgers or something like that. We're gonna get some businesses to come in here, open up shops, and it's gonna be like Route 66. I'm gonna turn this street right here into Route 66 with all them kind of like stores and stuff along the route, along the highway, and we'll get lots of traffic, and we'll get some what they call that? Commerce, something like that. We'll get people coming in here to buy stuff, sell stuff. It'll be great. And maybe some of the maps over yonder over there, maybe they want to still do some farming. Maybe their farmers haven't given up the way the farmers here gave up, but that's okay. I'm gonna keep myself and Clyde and his buddies all busy doing work for me. They're still out there right now. One of them's mulching a field. The other one's spreading more fertilizer. They're gonna keep busy, but look at me. I'm cutting the trees like a foe. Timber. That's right. We're gonna cut down all these trees, and we're gonna drag them over, get them processed into lumber, and then sell them. This bush is so in the way. I'm gonna have to get my mulcher, get over here, and just tear this place up, and then we'll make it look nice. And then once it looks nice, then we can start putting some businesses down here. We'll have to do that slowly though, because it's gonna take time and money. Time and money. That's all we got. We only got time and we need some money. So I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna get going, cutting this forest down. And then once I'm done with that one, I'll cut this one down. And then, yep, oh my gosh, my mind is running like crazy. Running 1,000,000 miles an hour. So much to do, so little time, or I got lots of time. So I'm confused. I don't even know what I'm talking about no more. Anyways, that's my plan. I wanted to make sure you understood my plan. I'm gonna get busy, cut down these trees. Maybe check in with Clyde in a little bit, see how he's doing. Yeah, we'll see. I'll be back. I'll let you know what's going on. Now I took a break from cutting down trees over there, and I wanted to see what's going on. Make sure Clyde's doing a good job. He's up here mulching this here field. It looks like it used to be wheat or barley or something like that, but he's up here mulching. What was he doing? Here he is. Hey Clyde, what's going on, buddy? Anyways, I noticed that this up here at the top of the hill, this is a pretty cool, well, it's a pretty big farm. I'm not gonna say cool, but it's a pretty big farm, right? Like this looks like a substantial farm. Now it's for sale. And I wonder if we didn't take all of the farming away, you know what I mean? Like maybe if we took away some of the farming, but left the rest of the farming, but did something with this property, you know, build out a really nice looking farm. And then maybe list that farm for sale. Set up a really good farm. Maybe give it some equipment. Set up some equipment and set it for sale. And that way we can, while we're building all our forestry, we can have somebody owning this farm and making us some money. And kind of trying to keep farming alive a little bit. But all the people here are so dang lazy that I don't know if they're gonna want to do it. I'm gonna have to find somebody new. But maybe that's an idea. I don't know. I'm still tossing around ideas. My mind's going crazy. Clyde's going crazy up and down, driving up and down these fields faster than a mosquito in heat. Well, mosquitoes are always in heat, aren't they? Yeah, that's right. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to cutting my forest, but I gotta think myself a little bit more on this here farm, and maybe turn it into something amazing, and that'll help bring the value of this town back to life. Oh my gosh, I can only think. I've been thinking of possibilities nonstop all day. It's been crazy, but yep, we're doing some contracts. We got a couple more contracts going on. I'm gonna keep going. I got more wood cut down. We cut down a bunch of trees. We sold a bunch of wood to the next town over. They just took the wood straight out. They didn't even want me to make it into planks. They just took the wood. But so we got some money to play with. We might start buying some property. We'll see. But right now I'm still buying a little bit of equipment here and there. We're mulching this field. We got another cultivating contract to do. We got to cultivate somebody's field. Somebody down south wants their field plowed. We're just keeping busy, keep moving on. Gotta keep them moving on while we can, right? Yeah, that's right. I need some lunch. I'm hungry. While I'm over here with Clyde, we ended up getting ourselves a new tractor. You might be able to see him. I think he's just about to pass us. We got ourselves a new tractor, another Massey Ferguson, and we're cultivating this big air field. This is a nice looking field. I like this field. It's a nice one. He's cultivating this field. Good job, Clyde. Keep on moving on. You're doing great. Anyways, this farm here, I hadn't seen this farm before. My first time over here. Now this farm is it's like it was set up, but it wasn't used. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's hard to say. It doesn't feel lived in. It's like someone built the farm and then walked away. And it's got all kinds of stuff here, and it's a nice property, but it's much nicer than that other farm. I think it feels to me a little bit more like a real farm. So I don't know. I think if I'm gonna keep at least one farm on this property, I might keep this one because these nice big fields down here are for good fields for farming. The ones up on the top of the hill, they're all small, little teeny tiny fields. They weren't that great for farming, but the ones up here seem real good for farming. And this one's even got a nice big cow building. Maybe get some cows in here. Get some stuff for the dairy to do. I think that might be a good idea. This might be the farm for me. If we're gonna keep one farm, I think this one's it. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments below. I'm still deciding. I really want to build a forest, but I kind of want to build a little bit of farming too, just to keep the farming going in this area. But I gotta find me a good farmer who wants to take over this farm and do it right. Make it good. We'll see. Who knows? I'm gonna keep going. Back to work. Whoa, back to work. Oh my God, it's almost quitting time. I gotta get that forest cleaned up soon. I'll be back. Oh howdy. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon or so. I spent all day cutting down this forest, dragging it over here with this Typhoon thing. You know, this thing is pretty nice, but I think I need a dedicated vehicle because it can only really pull a couple trees at a time. The only downside with these trees, I was talking about this earlier. These trees are like spindly. They don't get much. I mean, I come in here and I can put all these in the whoop, that's the wrong button. Into the sawmill, and the sawmill, and look at this sawmill. This sawmill, it had like, that was only like less than 12. It had like 30 in there a minute ago, and now it only has 12. So I got 12,000 liters from all those trees. That's nothing. I can get 12, 13, 14,000 liters from one spruce tree. No spruce trees on this map here, but that's okay. Maybe when we plant our own trees, we're going to be planting plenty of spruce trees because those are the amazing ones for logging. Those ones I like. But for right now, we're going to come in here and we're going to kill our stumps. Now this is one heck of a machine. Yes, that's right. It's one heck of a machine. Turn it on. And I'm going to turn it on to the stump mode. And so this basically turns this thing in from a mulcher into a stump cutter. And I can just drive around this field like this. Do. And as you can hear, it going. It's just cutting stumps left and right. And because I was cutting down with a chainsaw, it makes it much easier because I can make sure when I'm cutting down with a chainsaw, I'm cutting the stumps down nice and short. Makes it much easier to come back later and get all these stumps. Oh, there's one right there. I missed it. Let me loop around. And then once I'm done with the stumps, I can come in here and mulch and cut the grass too. So we're gonna get this little bit of grass around the outside. We'll get that, make sure we're not wasting anything. And then we'll get the inside, we'll mulch it up, and we'll go from there. Now, we made a little bit of money off these trees and we might start buying ourselves some property, but right now I'm trying to get set up with some equipment so that I can have what equipment I need to do just about everything on this map. And I think the next thing I'm gonna get, and this might sound weird, but I'm gonna get a swather. Now, there's a really great Massey Ferguson swather in the store I saw when I was looking earlier. And that Massey Ferguson swather will allow me to kind of harvest fields and create those swaths. And then I can have to get a harvester, but I can get a really small harvester. I don't have to get one of those big, gigantic, expensive harvesters. I can get a cheap one. And that way I can be able to harvest some of these crops for these people without having to spend lots and lots of money on an expensive harvester. Because by golly gee, that big Massey Ferguson harvester, that big one that does the tilting and whatnot, that thing costs a pretty penny. I don't have enough money for that. So I'm probably gonna get a swather and a small, like an old school kind of Massey Ferguson harvester. But I don't need that till next season. This season, I'm not doing any harvesting. I've already missed most of the harvesting opportunities. So we're gonna have to wait till next season to do any more harvesting. I think I got all of the stumps. So let's switch this to mowing. I think that's the mowing setting. Let's go like this, turn it back on, turn it down. Yep, I went right to the mowing setting. And I'm gonna cut down this hedge too while I'm at it, because we're gonna put in some buildings and some businesses on this side of the line once I'm done here. And so these hedges are gonna be in the way. So I'm just gonna go ahead and mow all this stuff now that I have the mower ready. And get rid of some of those bushes. Oh, I saw a stump right there I missed before. That's no big deal. We're gonna go through here, mow this. I'll come create a bale off this. Probably only one bale, but no big deal. Every bale can turn into silage, and every silage can be sold for money. But we're gonna have to find a way to turn silage just selling silage. We're gonna have to find a way to make better money. So we might need to make ourselves a BGA or build a BGA. So that should be one of our top priorities as we kind of revitalize. I still love that word. As we revitalize this town. So it's going to be a build a BGA. Now that's going to cost a pretty penny. But I think once I can get rid of this forest and cut down the trees and sell the wood to our neighboring town. I think it's called Dark Forest or something like that. They always want the wood. They're a lumber kind of facility, so they're always looking for wood. But that town Dark Forest, I think they actually want all our wood. So we're gonna sell our wood to Dark Forest. That's gonna be our next step. And hopefully we'll have enough to put ourselves down a BGA, and that we'll put it down over here in that area. So now that I've cleared all that stuff out, we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna turn into mulching mode. And I'm gonna get rid of all these bushes. These bushes drive me crazy. They drive me crazy. They're just like in the way. I can't see the ground. I can't see what I'm doing because of all these bushes that are in the way. And that's what makes this little mower, which is the only mower you should be using, by the way. This makes this mower the only mower you should be using, because it does everything. Like literally everything. So you better go on there and into that store right and get yourself this Bednar Batwing. It's the best mower there is, hands down. And I ain't just saying that because I made it. I'm saying it because, well, it is. Shit. You know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. I don't got to say no more. I mean, look at that. We just transformed this forest into some meadow that we can actually mow and turn into grass until we're ready to put down some new town kind of places over here. But let's get this last one. That last bush doesn't want to go away. Oh well. Anyways, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna have to go check in on Clyde, see how he's doing. I think he's still over there on that big huge field that he was cultivating earlier, but we got a whole list of contracts to finish up before the end of the day, so I'm gonna have to get her done, and it's got a lot to do, so I'm gonna have to go do that. But since I finish up over here, we're good to go. I'll check in with you at the end of the day, maybe, so we can see what we've done so far, see how we're doing on those finances, and we'll let you know. I'll catch you in a bit. Well, there's another day in the books. As you can see, we're driving by the sawmill, or my little sawmill thing, production. That's one forest cleared out. We got a couple more to clear out that's on our land, and then we'll start this revitalization project. Got the grass here, it's growing pretty good. We'll probably have to cut that soon. We got all kinds of contracts done. We got a couple new pieces of equipment, including this here tractor. This is a nice one. It's a Massey Ferguson 3670, I think. I don't know. I'm not super good on these tractors, but it's nice. It's an older tractor, but it's got some pep to it. It's a good one. I like it. And we're just gonna, we got a little cultivator. We had the little teeny tiny cultivator before, and now we got a bigger one. This one's 9 meters, which means that we can go a little bit faster through these contracts. And the more these contracts that come up, the more we're getting to do, which is great. I love it. But yeah, well, that's gonna be it for me today. It's been a busy day. Oh, check this thing out. I had them come in and build this shed a little while ago because, you know, I was tired of leaving my vehicles just sitting out in the sun and the rain. So I had them build this little shed. It's pretty nice. It's even got gutters and everything for when it rains, but it's pretty nice. And it fits in with this little area here. But now I at least get to park everything under some cover. So that's good. Actually, I should probably put that tractor over here so it's under the cover. I'll do that in a minute. But anyways, I just want to say thank you everyone for being here and checking out this me doing this little challenge. It's been pretty fun. I'm actually getting used to filming and whatnot. I should be doing that selfie thing. Selfie. Hello. Selfie. No, anyways, don't forget to, you know, like this here video. It means a whole lot to me. I really like it. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more so I can tell you next time I go out and make another video. You can get notified when that happens. That'd be some good. Don't forget to share with your friends, and don't forget, I asked you some questions early on in the video. So if you've watched the deal all the way here, you've gotten a lot of homework to do. So do that homework, comment down below, and I'll catch y'all next time. Thanks for watching. Later.